Joe Westerman returned to Hull FC without universal approval from the Old Faithful, which seemed pretty odd from the outset. He is only aged 28, has represented England, and FC were getting a player for free who had commanded almost £300,000 in transfers in the previous 3 years. What Hull landed was a bargain. A player grateful for another chance in the Super League after starting the season with Toronto Wolfpack in the Championship and willing to knuckle down and regain his standing in the game. At the very least, he was an improvement to FC's bench options, but in the midst of an injury crisis he has become so much more. Westerman may have only started the last 2 matches, but the loose forward is playing at a surprisingly high level considering he's only been back a month. He insists more is to come and admits his ultimate goal this season is to remain with the Black and Whites beyond 2018. "I knew coming back it was going to be pretty easy settling in," Westerman told the Mail. "I'm still a long way off and I have a lot to work on. That will come on the training pitch with the boys each week. I'm really enjoying it. The first day back was good and I knew from then it was time to knuckle down and get my head on. There is no better place to do it and it's been pretty good from when I got here. I took a bit of a punt on myself by not signing long-term at a club. FC have an option of a year and my goal is to prove myself. I could have signed at a different team for a number of years, but I'd rather come to a big side and show I can still play. I'm here until the end of the year and it's down to me to prove that I can do the things right, which I haven't done right in the past. For me it's 6 months and a chance to play well and see what Hull want to do after that. I'd like to finish my career here." The Black and Whites arguably have the perfect scenario with Westerman in the short term, a player who is enjoying his rugby and is motivated. That's not something which has always been associated with the supremely talented back rower, who is holding his hands up to issues in the past and planning to combat them back at Hull. Whilst not divulging into much detail over why Toronto Wolfpack released him in April just 6 months after signing him for £140,000, Westerman is eager to seize his chance at FC. "Everything was all left on good terms at Toronto, and there were no bad feelings," Westerman continued. "It was just a bit of a difference of opinion and we sorted it out and I got a chance to come back here pretty quickly." In action for Toronto, Joe Westerman played just 6 games for the Wolfpack. Image, SW Pics. It's stuff that's been blown up a bit more than it needs to. For me it's about settling in here now and doing everything right on and off the field. I want to prove some wrongs right, such as stuff I didn't do when I was last here. I want to change and get my head down and do the best I can. I'm 28 now with wife and the kids and it's time to get my head down fully because you don't get a long career. It takes some people longer to realize that. I've just got to play and train well and see what happens at the end of it. If I'm playing well and doing everything right, things take of themselves." Westerman's latest challenge with Hull comes in the form of his former club Warrington, who he left FC for after the end of the 2015 campaign. Westerman is well aware of the tough test which awaits the Black and Whites in Cheshire. "It's going to be a tough one and they are playing really well," Westerman added. "I still speak to a few of the lads. They seem a real good bunch and you can tell because they're playing really well on the field. Warrington have a few injuries as well, but it's going to be tough and I'm looking forward to it. The Halliwell Jones is a good stadium to play at, and they have a good bunch of fans there as well. Get the Hull Live app. It's completely free and features all the latest news, sport and what's on information. You can download it for iPhone and iPad from Apple's App Store, or get the Android version from Google Play.